Well, I left Myrtle Beach area this morning, came all the way from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina to Great Meadow Campground. It's over here in Kentucky in Boone National Forest, Daniel Boone National Forest. But anyhow, I got here kind of late, and I knew I was going to camp one place in between, but I figured I'd just make it here, camp a couple of days. There's a stream on the other side of the road that you can see, a little white line in the woods. There's a stream on the other side over there. I've watched there before. I don't think I made a video here before. But anyway, I gotta hurry because it's going to get dark soon. We got running water. The people next door over there, they done told me it still worked. You got a big picnic table area out there with a fire pit, if a couple of lights. That's not for camping, that's just for picnicking or a family get together. But there's several campsites. See the picnic tables all through the woods, all around. I don't know what you can see. They're way back over in there. Well, you're not going to believe it. I just got through telling you guys that I got to set this tent up. And the reason I like to camp alone, I've told people, people say, well, why do you camp alone? And I said, because when you camp alone, people see you alone, they treat you a little better than they will if you're in a group. Well, over there, it's 2 men and 2 wives. I think they're sisters or something. I don't know. They look enough like the girls could be sisters, and they got a few kids over there. But just as soon as I said, let me go, I got to put my tent up. They brought me 3 plates with hot dogs, 2 hot dogs, hamburger, one with the ketchup, and mayonnaise, and mustard. And then you got, they brought me those there Cheeto cheese things, barbecue potato chips. I don't know what kind this is. I'm going to taste it and see. I don't know what it is, but it's good. But look at there. Even a slice of onion, lettuce, and there's a tomato and pickles. All right, let me off here. I got to eat. I've been riding all day. But that's why I like to camp alone. Because when you get a group of nice people like that, I didn't ask for a thing. I just thanked them and thanked them for it. I thought they were going over to those picnic tables to eat. And they cut in right here. All right, let me eat. Laters. This is cool. Well, good morning. It's a little bit after 6 this morning. I woke up at 5:30, or a little before 5:30, I guess. And I went outside because it just kept sounding like it might rain. And I went out and I could see lightning flashing across the mountains and stuff. But I could see the stars here. So I came on back in and was laying down, and then I heard a few drops hit the tent. And I remembered I left a flashlight out there on the picnic table, so I just ran and got it. Then my phone alarm went off. It was 6 a.m. And while I was walking around, I didn't realize it, but see, used to you didn't have to pay to stay here. Now they want $10 a night, and I didn't pay that. So I got an envelope, but the problem is I don't have an ink pen, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I could put the money in the box with nothing on it, and then stick the other half of the tab that comes off the envelope out there in the thing on the post in front of your camp. And that way it's a no name for a no name, but it won't have the date I got here or nothing. So I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble. So I always bring ink pen with a little bit of duct tape wrapped around the pen, because you can always use duct tape, but I forgot to bring that. So anyhow, I think I'll lay back down till it turns daylight. And if the wind blows that rain away, because I don't hear it dripping on the tent now, I want some coffee. It's that time of the morning. All right. Hey, it didn't rain that long. It was just a few sprinkles this morning. I guess it's a morning thing here. Anyway, I'm getting ready to make some coffee, and I drink Folgers Instant. And I know people go through all the press stuff and all that when they go camping, but I finally met another person. Well, a guy I grew up with, he's been motorcycle riding his whole life, and I've rode with him. We went back in the 80s. We went to the mountains and all here from next Myrtle Beach. And I was just talking with him just before I left, and we got to talking about, you cook and all that. And I was like, yeah. He said, do you press your coffee and do all that stuff? I guess he's seen other people in other videos. I said, no, I was scared to tell him. I thought he was going to cut me down. But I said, no, when I drink Folgers, just make it instant coffee. And he said, that's what I drink all the time. He says, I love it. He says, I drink it at home, in the house, and drinks it, that's what he likes. And I'm like, wow. I thought my dad was the only person that did that. And so anyway, it made me feel good to hear that. And now for breakfast, I got these here flour tortillas, because bread, you can't haul bread on a motorcycle without it getting smashed flat anyway, and it's made out of flour. So which these here, I was getting ready to say must have got smashed, pressed together really good, but came apart pretty easy. And I had them locked in my trunk on my motorcycle because I've had them missing 3 times. And then I got the goober and I got the strawberry when my dad bought it for me, because I told him that, I usually take that camping because you don't have to keep it in a refrigerator. If you have just jelly by itself, or jam, or preserves, it always says refrigerate after opening, but this doesn't. So this is what I do for a quick breakfast in the morning, and it seems to work for me. Sometimes, sometimes I'll buy eggs and take corn, what they call that, hash browns or what? No, corned beef hash. And I'll cook the corned beef hash and fry my eggs or whatever, and have those. But I buy a little pack of 6 of them, and eggs will last a few days out of the refrigerator. And they'll last a lot longer than that if you get them off the farm and don't wash them. But you buy them from the store, and it doesn't. I know they do. I've worked at a chicken farm as a little kid. I was just visiting. I wasn't getting paid to work. There you go. See, by the time I got that ready, this is boiling, and just pour it in here. Stir it up. And the reason I put the coffee in the cup first is because if you have boiling water and then you throw a spoonful of instant coffee in it, it'll just foam up real high and sometimes come right out the top like foaming, So I learned to just go ahead and put your measurement in the pot first, and it doesn't do that. You can pour the hottest water in the world in it. Well, water can only get so hot. Anyway, I'm getting ready to chow down with a little breakfast and coffee. That's how quick you can make a snack in the morning. You can make it right there, look, because I already had water on the table from last night. You can make you a little breakfast way quicker. Man, by the time I drive 5 miles out of here and then find a town and all that to buy a little bite to eat. Let's see, I don't even know how much this costs, but one spoon of that, 20 of these come in a pack. I'm using one, and you get I don't know, 240 cups of coffee for $3. If you measure all that down to what I'm eating now, probably 25, 30 cents. And I made it just as quick as I turned this video on. So let me go ahead and eat breakfast, and I don't know what I'm going to do today, but I ain't riding. I rode from daylight to dark last night, so take care. Well, after I got off of here, you know, I went ahead and ate, drank my coffee, waited a few minutes, made another cup. Guess what? It's raining. I went ahead and got most of the stuff up off of there, got my motorcycle all closed up, and I'm getting ready to get in the tent, and hoping this rain will go away quick. But I've been hearing the thunder come a while, and yeah, I mean, getting closer and closer. And then I felt a few drops, so I just put everything up quick. And the motorcycle is so freaking dusty from this dirt road, I can't. Once I leave here, I'd have to stop when I get to a highway and clean off my tail light. All right. Sounds like it's busting, so I'm going to get in the tent. But hey, that's the camping life, man. You range, you put up with it. So later. Just before I got in the tent, right after I told y'all I got to run get in the tent because of this rain coming, the older man over there that brought, you know, they brought me food yesterday. It was the younger man and a wife, and I had said something about that was 2 men and 2, you know, with the wives, and I thought it was a wife. I mean, I thought it was sisters. Actually, that's a grandma and grandpa, and that's her daughter. But anyway, he hollered over at me while I was just clearing a few things after I said I had everything cleared, but I was going to move a couple more things, and he hollered over at me, and I didn't know he was talking to me. I said, you talking to me? He said, yeah, come on over, you know, it's raining, and it started raining harder, and I said, I got it, you know, I've got a tarp over the tent and all, I'll be fine, thank you. And he said, you're welcome, and he went on in. But I thought that's really nice. You know, got 2 campers sitting over there and all, and I could go over and visit with them. But honestly, that's just nice people, you know, and caring people. Which I would do the same thing, but I don't think they could all fit in my tent when they could all be sitting in campers over there, you know, probably watching digital television and stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to get off here and mess around, do a couple things inside the tent. Well, I'm getting ready to take a shower, or a bath, I should say, in the spring. I've got my towel with me, and I'll be washing out in there. You can see where someone has built a dam to make the water a little deeper in this area. I saw better places upstream, but it was couldn't get down to it very easy. So let me set up and get me a bath. All right. Oh, God, these are tender-footed people. Me. Oh, right. Oh, man, that's cold. Oh, talk about shrieking. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, that's a long enough bath for me. Holy gosh. Wow. After having sunburned arms, I'm telling you, that was cold. Whew. Dry off a little. Oh. Then I'll head back to camp. Well, I made it back to camp. Um, One thing I can say is that was a cold bath. Now, I didn't use any soap at all, and it was a 10-second bath, but it sure feels better. I mean, I feel a whole lot better. And it probably wasn't as cold as I was making it sound, but I'll tell you what, it was cold. And when I get further up north, from what I'm understanding, the water will be even colder. But that was a refreshing thing to do. After wearing a helmet all day yesterday, and sweating, you're drying off in the wind and you don't realize how much you're losing water out of your body. So I've been drinking a good bit of water today and yesterday. And yesterday I didn't say nothing about the root beer and a ice cold bottle of water that they had brought over with that food. So I drank all that too. So anyhow, let me get off of here. And I've got my towel drying and underwear, and that's about it. I'll wash these clothes at another stream. All right, later, get back in touch. All right, I'm going to talk about the camp next door again. Guess what? I'm wrong most of the time anyway when I make consumptions, but it's actually two brothers and a dad, and then their wives, all of them's wives, and the grandkids. But when I got off of there a while ago talking about how freshened I was from taking the bath and everything, the three men came over here. And I didn't know. I was looking like this down, and I heard a noise. So I looked and turned towards them, and I seen three men standing there, and I kind of jumped. So, wow, you kind of scared me. I didn't hear you come up. Well, first thing I noticed was a cold crush, another cold water. Well, now, and I haven't even looked at it yet. I done told them that, oh my God. Oh my God, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sausages, scrambled eggs, hash browns, pancakes. Oh my God. I'm gonna tell you what, I don't think I'm leaving camp until after they leave. No, and then we talked a while. Really nice people, really nice people. Uh, I mean, I'm trying to offer money and they're saying no. I've never, I think this beats anybody that's ever gave me anything to eat. Most time it's just a hot dog or one hot dog, or Well, somebody to give me steaks, a big steak when I was in Wyoming, and for breakfast, and it was a nice thick soft steak and hash browns and eggs. But these are really nice people, and I'm joking. But now here's what happened. I've got it paid for to stay here uh, tonight and tomorrow night. And I had it planned. Well, if I felt like it, I might would leave tomorrow anyway. But they're telling me once the day's over, the rain's supposed to start until Thursday, which is, I don't even know what today is. It's day Tuesday, I think. Yeah, that's okay. Well, it's good. Oh my God. I know I had to pay to stay here, but if I had to pay for my food the last 2 times I've eaten from them, mm, that would be some, that would be enough to pay for me staying here. Fireflies all in the woods. They lighten up and it's cool. It's been like this every night.